The comedy of anti-Semitism, a satirical glance at Israel's political tightrope. In the theater of global politics, there's a farcical drama unfolding, starring none other than the United States Congress and its avant-garde performance of power dynamics. The recent spectacle of withholding funding for the UN serves as the opening act, showcasing the whimsical caprice of the nation's political elite. With a flourish of their pens, they decree who holds the reins of influence, leaving spectators bewildered and amused. But wait, the plot thickens. Criticism of Israel, that sacred cow of international discourse, emerges as the central motif. Ah, how curious it is that any slight against Israel is swiftly branded as anti-Semitic, as if criticism of a nation were somehow an indictment of an entire people. It's as though entering a synagogue and critiquing the decor were deemed an attack on Judaism itself. Is this the punchline of a cosmic joke, or merely the tragicomedy of geopolitical theater? And let's not forget our supporting cast, the Jews themselves, caught in the crossfire of political rhetoric. Do those who oppose Netanyahu's policies find themselves suddenly branded as anti-Semites? It's a Shakespearean twist worthy of the Globe Theatre. To be or not to be labeled, that is the question. Meanwhile, on the world stage, the audience murmurs in discontent. The global sentiment shifts, not against Jewish people per se, but rather against the actions of the Israeli government. Criticism extends beyond mere policy to the very ideology of Zionism itself. For some, it's akin to condemning a play for its script, accusing it of promoting genocide with every tragic turn of phrase. Enter Netanyahu, stage right, with his troupe of far-right actors. Together, they perform a grand spectacle, turning the majority of the world against Israel faster than you can say diplomatic faux pas. With each act of defiance, they squander the goodwill meticulously cultivated over decades, leaving the audience shaking their heads in disbelief. And so, dear spectators, we find ourselves at the denouement of our satirical saga. Rebuilding trust and affection for Israel becomes the Herculean task of our time, requiring not just a change of cast but a rewrite of the entire script. It's a comedy of errors, a tragicomedy of epic proportions, and we, the audience, can only watch with bated breath as the curtain falls on this absurd spectacle of geopolitics.